Chapter 8 takes a look at the groups that are the foundation of our electoral system, political parties. Let's start by a definition. What is a political party? A political party is a group of political activists who organize to win elections, to operate the government, and determine public policy. This definition makes a distinction between a political party and an interest group. Interest groups want to influence public policy but are not interested in controlling the government, and political parties want to control the government. What are some of the functions of political parties? They recruit candidates for public office, organize and run elections, present alternative policies to the electorate, accept responsibility for operating the government, and act as organized opposition to the power. The major political parties receive support from some core constituencies. Democrats generally are known as the party of the working class, while Jewish electorate, Hispanics, and African Americans generally are strongly Democratic, as are city residents and women. Labor and minorities have been Democratic core constituents since the days of the New Deal. In general, Republicans have been known as the party of business. White evangelical Christians and rural people also tend to be Republicans. In considering the role of government, Democrats tend to believe government is part of the solution and are more likely to approve of social welfare spending and support government regulation of the workplace. Republicans generally believe that government is part of the problem. They're more supportive of the private marketplace and believe more strongly in an ethic of self-reliance and limited government. A political party consists of three components: party in the electorate, party organization, and the party in government. Party in the electorate, those are the members of the general public who identify with a political party or express preference for it. For your quiz purposes, you should understand the party in government. Right now, the United States has what's known as divided government. Divided government is when the presidency and Congress are controlled by different parties. Right now, the president, Obama, is a Democrat. Congress is controlled by Republicans. That's what's known as divided government. Party in government comprises all of the elected and appointed office holders of a party, and increased ideological coherence in both major parties is resulting in growing political polarization. Two major parties, Democrats and Republicans, have dominated the political landscape in the United States for almost 2 centuries. What are the reasons for this? The historical foundations of our two-party system. Also, political socialization. We've been socialized with two parties. Winner-take-all electoral system. Presidential voting. You'll have a Democrat or Republican win, given the nature of our winner-take-all system, and state and federal laws favor two parties as well. For these reasons, minor parties have found it extremely difficult to win elections. Minor or third parties have emerged from time to time, sometimes as dissatisfied splinter groups from within major parties, and they've really acted as barometers of change in the political mood. Third parties generally don't win elections, but they can affect the political process, even if they don't win. They can affect the process if major parties adopt their issues, or, and you should know this for your quiz purposes, if they determine which major party wins an election. Third parties can impact the outcome of an election by helping decide whether the Democrat or the Republican wins the election. One mechanism of political change is realignment, in which major blocks of voters switch allegiance from one party to another. Realignments were manifested in the elections of 1896 and 1932. Finally, we see the party identification, the rise of independents. You see from 1940 on, people who identify themselves as independent, not Democrat, not Republican, that number has increased and will have an increasing impact on our electoral system. Please use this video and your study guide to prepare for this week's quiz. Good luck.